Dragonheir just told content creators that Season 3 is delayed until March 22nd. And we were like, well, we're going to need a little more context. Why is it delayed until March 22nd if we're going to tell our viewers about it? And they said they'd let us know later on this week. So there's two things that could be going on. They could be waiting for people to finish out Season 3 so we can make one server that actually has active players. Or they could be really listening to all this stuff that we've been telling them since beta and do like we thought originally would happen, that everybody would play a new season together. And that doesn't mean new players would be pushed in with older players. What that means is if you're a brand new player and you're just now starting the game, today you're playing Dragonheir, it would tell you then that Season 3 is going to start on March 22nd. So you've got a little time to have some fun, build your roster up, and at the end of that season, it would end. You would get some very small rewards, and then you would be in sync with all the seasons starting up. And you'd only be playing your Season 3 experience with other people that started playing around the same exact time as you, not people who played seasons before. Only all the new players joining at that time. So you're only playing a brand new season with them as far as competition goes. That way, everyone is on the same exact season at the same exact time. My fear is this company doesn't want to let go of Season 1 and the story they've created for Season 1, which if you're going to make a seasonal game, that beginning story means nothing. You got to focus on each individual small stories for those seasons and make the season have some kind of gimmick to where it's fun. And it doesn't matter. Stories are great, but to have a seasonal game like this, it's not about the story. It's about coming in here, fighting the dungeons, getting gear, doing the chief challenges after 30 days, fighting for that one legendary that we can all get from those chief challenges, and then going into that last final month with the chief challenges, the new in-game boss, and the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. This would make it so everybody starts the new season together. When they advertise and say, hey, new expanse, brand new season, underwater, and people start playing because that's how they advertise Season 2. New expanse, come join now to experience this underwater stuff. And a whole bunch of people joined and they were like, where's it at, man? What kind of gear are you playing with? That's different than what I have. Who are those heroes? I've never seen those heroes before. They're not in my game. I know. It's ridiculous. And friends can't play together. Friends can't see the same summons together. They can't talk about, hey, are you going to summon on this banner? What banner? I'm on Season 7. You're on Season 8, Season 2, Season 3. This gets worse every season. It's crazy right now just for 2 seasons. But could you imagine if this continues the way it does? It will be bad. They could elevate this game into greatness if everybody started a season together, but they've got to let go of that Season 1 story. They've got to move past that, and they've got to really commit to what this game is. A seasonal gacha game with gear farming that we've never seen before, and it needs to be just that, where everybody is together, where we can experience the same stuff. When they talk about a new season, it matters. When they advertise it, it matters because we all zone into it and play it together. When they have deals pop up, everybody can see that deal and talk about that deal together. Everybody can see the same gear that we're all trying to get and talk about it with their community, not with content creators. I don't care about me. I'm talking about all the friends that are playing out there together and want to experience the same thing. We had a guy come and wail out, spend a whole bunch of money, and then he wanted to jump to Season 2. He couldn't. He didn't care where we were at Season 2. He just wanted to come join us and to be current with all the current events in the game. They are going to have to change a few things. They're going to have to change quite a few things for that starting experience to where you run around in the very beginning and fight the Child of Chaos. They're going to have to make it to where maybe you get a little bit more rewards for that brand new player. And the biggest thing is they're going to have to change how they do those events where we fight those chief challenges at 30 days and we get that legendary. They're going to have to do tokens and have all the previous legendaries that we've ever been able to get inside that banner, inside that pool of heroes. Basically, what I'm saying is if you go out and you fight Season 5 and whatever hero they have displayed, you get 240 tokens. You don't want that hero. You want Ardrith. You can see all the previous heroes in there. That way, if anybody misses a season, It's all right. They can pick up whatever hero they want. It might not be called Lunar Shards at that time. It'll be called whatever it is for that current hero they're advertising, but you'll be able to pick up whatever hero you want with your tokens every single season instead of just the one featured. They also need to do this for Fey Meander, and they need to do it for the pillars. The trials, because you go up through those 3 different pillars and you have to beat them all. What they need to do is another artifact shop, because the artifacts we get in there are different from season to season, and it's not fair to have somebody in season 9 only be able to get that one season 9 artifact when there were all these other artifacts from previous seasons. If you do one whole stage of pillar, 60 floors, you should get a token. And once you have 3 tokens, you can then go into the artifact shop for the pillars and get whatever artifact is the current one or any of the previous ones as well. That's really good for free-to-play and low spenders, because if you can't beat all 3 of the pillars, and you can beat 1 this season, 1 next season, 2 the season after, you got 4 tokens then. It only takes 3 to get an artifact. Then you go into the artifact shop for pillars, and you pick whatever artifact you want, any of the previous ones and the current one. This is great. This gives people long-term goals. It gives them a reason to keep playing when they are low spenders, have bad RNG, or they are free to play and they just started playing the game. You need to do this for Fey Meander as well. I don't know, every 50 floors you get a token, something like that. If it takes them 4 months to finally get an artifact from Fey, then you let them get an artifact from Fey. They shouldn't have to finish 180 floors. Not everybody has the power to do that. Not everybody, no one will even have the power to do that after 4 or 5 seasons. They need to be able to get a token. And the biggest part about this token is, like I explained, people are going to be starting at different times, at different seasons. They're not going to go from season 1 on. They're going to be whatever season we're at is when they're going to start, because we're all starting together. Then when they go into Fey, they get these tokens saved up and they're able to get whatever artifact came previous or the current artifact, whatever they want to pick. There's this be an artifact shop for Fey. They go in there once they get enough currency and they get whatever artifact they want. They need to do something with Arena as well. The Arena tokens go away every season, which I think is horrendous. Why do Arena tokens that you fight so hard for go away at the end of the season? Needs to carry over. Again, this is for free to play and low spenders. This is so that people want to play your game, so that they don't get burnt out and that they see that there's no reason to play, that they can't save up that many over time. They need to be able to save it up. If it takes them 4 seasons to get an artifact from the Arena shop, and you need to add Witch's Remains in there, let's just be honest, we need a way for players to be able to get Witch's Remains if they're unlucky or if they're a low spender. You just got to have it. Witch's Remains is so important to have. If it takes 3 seasons to save up and get Witch's Remains out of the artifact, the Arena shop, so be it. That's worth it. That's worth it for a company to have that player play that long and to be tempted to spend because they love playing the game so much, or because good deals come out and they're there because they see that they can get Witch's Remains. Over time, they're getting that currency to be able to get that. So please add that into Arena, and please let the Arena tokens carry over from season to season. This needs to happen. We all need to play the same day, the same time, the same season together. This is going to make it to where everybody wants to play Dragonheir Silent Gods. Let me know your thoughts about that down below as my alarm goes off. I got to go pick up the kids from their tutoring. Thanks so much for watching. Love and support. I will see you guys all in a video soon.